I'm Michael Rulfs, a local real estate agent and lifelong Bay Area native. And in this video, I'm going to share who I am, how I work, and what you can expect from this channel. You've probably heard crazy stories about the Bay Area housing market, how homes can sell in a week with multiple offers. Unfortunately, you've heard right. The market moves fast, and listing prices often aren't anywhere near the final sold price. And sometimes you're asked to waive all contingencies or stretch beyond what you expected. My goal is to be your educator, advisor, and biggest advocate, so you actually understand what's happening and you feel confident in every decision. I was actually born at El Camino Hospital in Mountain View, and I've spent most of my life right here in the Bay Area. Both my parents grew up in Los Altos. They both went to Los Altos High School, and my grandfather actually owned the local grocery store called White Cliff Market. It has now become Draeger's, but that was right downtown Los Altos. So my family has deep roots to the Bay Area. Growing up, my parents loved moving, so we would buy a home every 2 or 3 years. They would fix it up, put their little spin on it, and then they would sell it and move up to a house that was a little bit nicer, maybe a little bit bigger. We did this probably about 10 or 12 times during my childhood. That eventually led us to Almaden in South San Jose, where I went to Leland High School. I played both golf and football for Leland. Like a lot of kids, I actually thought I was going to be a professional athlete when I was older. But life had some other plans, and I actually fell in love with filmmaking. I actually took a film class at Leland. Shout out to Mark Schwab, who was actually our golf coach. And I just fell in love with making videos. So my path actually took me to San Jose State, where I majored in film. I loved going to San Jose State and living downtown and exploring all that downtown San Jose had to offer. It was so much fun just walking around San Jose, exploring the different areas with Japantown, going to San Pedro Square, Wagon Wheel Bar, Original Joe's, which is a San Jose staple and a must go to if you're new to the area. There's just so many different things you can do downtown San Jose, and I love just exploring and walking around the area and really getting to know all the intimate details of each neighborhood and seeing the diversity of all the different cultures and people and what they brought into this unique city. After I graduated from college, I decided to stay put in the Bay Area. That brought me to my video production company that I started in 2011. The first thing I started filming was weddings. I loved working with couples, being there on their big day, and I loved guiding couples through one of the more stressful days of their lives. I filmed probably close to 200 weddings in my entire wedding career. While growing my freelance and wedding business, I was actually able to join Google on their Talks at Google team and film some really interesting talks and seminars. Eventually, my path took me to Tesla, and there I was able to work on some incredible projects, including the launch of the Cybertruck. As anyone who's worked at Tesla can tell you, really 1 year at Tesla, it's about 7 years anywhere else. The work is so rewarding, and you're able to work on projects that you truly believe in. I knew I couldn't go backwards, and so the only thing I could do was go forward and find something that truly mattered to me the same way that working there did. I wanted to do something that combined the skills I had built: storytelling, marketing, working with people, and something that had long-term meaning. Real estate had always been in the background for me. Growing up, weekends meant going to open houses with my parents. That was our version of fun. I loved seeing how people designed their homes. I loved how they decorated, seeing the different paint colors and all the options that people did to their homes. It was so awesome to me going in and seeing two of the same homes in the same area that looked completely different because of the different styles that people had. I also knew early on that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. It had always been in my family. My grandfather owning his own grocery store, my father owning his own business. It always just made sense to me that I wanted to own and do my own thing. I wanted to be my own boss, but I wanted to be in control of my own destiny. I didn't want someone else taking the credit for all the hard work that I put in. So when it came time for change, real estate just made sense. It blends marketing, video, working with people, finance, all the things that I enjoy and feel that I'm good at. Now I get to use that creative and tech background to help clients win in a very competitive Bay Area market. I feel like I really bring a unique approach and eye to what I do. So for example, on the selling side, when I walk into a home, I really am looking at everything through a marketing eye. I'm thinking about, okay, how can we shoot this on video and photo to really set this home apart from any other home there is. I really think about lighting. I think about decor and what things we're bringing in or taking out to make the home feel light, make it feel bright, but also what story are we telling with the home? Are we trying to attract a family? Are we trying to attract that tech couple that both of them work and they're commuting to Mountain View and Palo Alto? Or are we trying to attract a single person or an investor? All of this story that we're telling with the decor and how we stage the home blends perfectly into how we want to approach selling that house so that we can get as many people in that house as possible. On the buying side, I lean heavily on my technology background. I've always been super techie, maybe a little nerdy, but I want to use that technology and data to help us spot opportunities and find the right home and deal for the buyers that I'm working with. I was lucky enough in my first full year of business to reach the top 7% of all agents across the globe in Coldwell Banker. I'm so proud of that, but most importantly, it reflects the trust my clients have put in me. I really do try to think creatively and outside the box. I'm so tech savvy, and I use all of that to give you an edge as my client, whether that's how we market a listing or how we search and analyze properties. I'm just so passionate about the Silicon Valley Bay Area. It's such an amazing place to live. You're close to everything. You're about an hour away from the beach. You're about an hour and a half away from Napa, which has some of the best wine in the entire world. You can fight me on that in the comments, but to me, Napa wine is probably my favorite wine in the entire world. You have amazing restaurants, everything you would ever want. You have San Francisco, which has had some hard times in the last few years, but is getting back. If you saw some of the Super Bowl coverage, it is finally getting back to where it should be. The streets are getting cleaned up. It's just getting to be that amazing place it once was that I enjoyed going to. Every year my family would actually go to Union Square. It was our little family tradition for Christmas. We would go and spend the night at the St. Francis at Union Square. We would go ice skating and we would do our Christmas shopping. We would all buy 1 or 2 presents for each other. It was one of the most magical times, and that's when that city truly shined. But it's not just San Francisco. It's not just San Jose. It's Palo Alto. It's Morgan Hill. It's Almaden. It's Willow Glen with its charming little tree-lined streets. It's Los Gatos. It's everywhere. This whole area is just this unique blend that I just have fallen in love with, and truly, I never want to leave. So, outside of real estate, what are my interests? Who am I? I love my San Francisco Bay Area sports teams. 49ers, Warriors, Giants, Sharks most of the time. And I grew up playing a lot of golf. Golf has always been something I've loved, and I usually know neighborhoods based off of the local golf courses. There's just so many great golf courses in the Bay Area. Some of my favorite golf courses actually are Cinnabar. A little bit biased considering I worked there and still love the people who work there. I love to play Pasatiempo. You have Cordoval and San Martin, so just past Morgan Hill. Silver Creek Country Club, Almaden Country Club, San Juan Oaks. I mean, obviously, if you're not going over to Monterey, if you're in Monterey or Carmel, you have Pebble, which is an all-time great course. You have Poppy Hills, which is very underrated, but also a wonderful golf course. There's just so many golf courses. I'd actually be curious to know what your favorite golf course is in the Bay Area. Leave it in the comments below. Through high school and most of college, I actually worked at Cinnabar Hills, which is in South San Jose, just past Almaden. I also have an amazing chocolate lab named Buddy, the biggest goofball in the world. I love to cook and barbecue. Actually, if you're lucky enough, maybe I'll make you some ribs. I don't like to brag, but I can make some pretty damn good ribs. So on this channel, what are you going to get? You'll see some market updates. You'll see some home tours. I'll explore some different areas like the South Bay. Videos showing what's so great about living here. And I'll even break down some contracts and what to expect in a fast-moving market like the Bay Area. The whole idea is to give you clear, straightforward education and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. And if you're thinking about making a move in the Bay Area, there's an easy way to contact me down below.